everybody, my name is theReadingTortie and welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be doing the TBR and wrap-up for the month of August. And it's not very impressive for no actually good reason. Just the books have kind of stumped me and I kind of fell into a bit of a rut. But I'm determined to finish these books for reasons which I will reveal later. So, first up, the wrap-up. Notes, as always. So my wrap-up is pretty much just 2 books. I'm sorry to say, that's kind of miserable. However, they were good reads. They were interesting, different experiences. The first one was Dreams of Joy by Lisa C. Should appear somewhere here. That one was the one of the Joy traveling back to communist China to kind of find herself and her father and her origins and all sort of stuff. That one was difficult, simply because Joy was a difficult character to sympathize with in any sort of capacity. I found her very hard to deal with. And I'm glad I wasn't the only one. The writer herself was like, what the heck are you doing? So it wasn't just me, but I finished it, and the ending, I cried. I cried despite myself. I cried, and I'm like, I feel warm and fuzzy and gushy inside, but not because of Joy, because of other people. But it was good. So Dreams of Joy by Lisa C., the second in the Shanghai Girl series. And the other one I finished was this little book, Trumpets of Jericho by Unica Zern. And man, let me tell you, this book is like a gory trip on acid. The first part of it is a little straightforward, I get it. There's a whole lot of killing your baby that's trying to kill you and the fetus, and it's really bloody and gory and detailed. So if you have a weak stomach, don't read this. Then after that, it's just trippy, and there's just goriness for the sake of what I think is gore. But there's a message here. I think I'm just a little too lowbrow to completely understand it. But good book nonetheless. I did not get to the pair reading because after that, I started reading The Shack, which, as anybody that has been watching my channel so far can probably guess, not my normal jam. However, this has been recommended to me by a lot of people for different reasons. And I said no every time because I'm like, it's not my thing. However, my aunt, who I'm getting to know a little more as of late, she says, Mija, I'm reading The Shack. I don't know if you want to read it with me, but I recommend it because it's the first fiction book that I'm going to read in my life. And I just sat there and looked at my text. I'm like, dang it. The first fiction book you're going to read, I have to be a part of this experience. And so thankfully it was a good experience for her. I'm still working on it. But yeah, so I picked up The Shack, and it's a bit of trudgery for, I guess, a lot of personal reasons. Because this is about God and the relationship between Mac, the main character, and God, it's a very personal book. And so everybody has a personal relationship with their faith and their religion and their God that they believe in. So that might be why this is kind of rubbing me the wrong way. But I am determined to finish it. It's really easy to read. It's really reader friendly. Literally page turner because of the way it's written. But that doesn't mean I'm enjoying it per se. I'm giving it my best shot though. I'm trying to see it from the perspective of people that would actually want to read this. So I think for people looking for this book for the reason that they're looking for it, I think they might like it. One of my friends actually compared it to Christian pop fiction. I think that's pretty accurate. So, reading The Shack, I'll get through it as soon as possible, maybe. Oh, I will get through it, I just don't know when. So, that one, started it, haven't finished it. Spring Essence by Ho Huan Huong, which, by the way, that is modern day Vietnamese. I guess that's old Vietnamese, and that's the English. So I was a total idiot. Sorry about that. I didn't get to this book because I started reading that immediately afterwards, and after the gory trip of Trumpets of Jericho, I was like, ooh, let's slow down on the madness a little bit. But I'm gonna read this one, so TBR, and the book that I'm just itching to get onto, Dream Boy by Jim Grimsley, which I found out is actually a movie, which is on Amazon Prime, and I'm gonna watch it. And I'm actually gonna do a segment on my channel about books to movies and books to like TV shows. Just because I think it's cool that books are getting attention. Sometimes they're not done extremely well, but that's okay, you know, at least they tried. But Dream Boy is a movie, and I picked this book up and I've been itching to get through it. It's really tiny and it looks really cool. I read, I think, the first 2 pages and I fell in love because it's like, oh, I was trying not to look at him, but I did. And then he saw me looking and I didn't know what to do. I'm like, oh my gosh, that is like so realistic. You know, when we're always trying to be sneaky and we're trying to look at the person we like and then it just doesn't work. We're like not sneaky. Like sneakiness of a sofa does not work. So, gonna read that one. And the book that I've been waiting for about 2 years now is coming out September 12th. It's called, I think, A Column of Fire. A Column of Fire. My pen just fell. It's okay. A Column of Fire by Ken Follett. I've been waiting for this book since I finished The Pillars of the Earth, and then afterwards when I finished World Without End. And this is the first book that I actually pre-ordered. I felt super cool. I'm like, hoo. I'm like, super cool. So I wanted to go to all my coworkers. None of them were as impressed as I was, but that's fine. I knew that I was being the cool kid. So, A Column of Fire by Ken Follett. Should appear here, maybe, if I find the cover. It should be oh my gosh, it's coming out September 12th. And because I'm an unhealthy individual, I'm actually taking a long weekend. I requested this time off back in January. You could have imagined my boss like, Tortie, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm going to read a book. So a lot of eyebrows raised. So I'm actually going to do a read-a-thon from September 15th through September 18th. I'm going to go into my room on Thursday night, not come out until I finish that book, live off like PB&Js and ham sandwiches because I refuse to eat, drink some water, maybe sleep. I doubt it. A whole lot of coffee. But I'm so excited. That book is like 1,100 pages of everything is going wrong, and then 999 pages later, maybe you'll get a decent ending in the last 99. But we'll see. Super, super, super excited. So yeah, there's also no book haul this month. Kind of been sedentary, extra sedentary, more sedentary than I normally already am. So no book haul this month. Hopefully next month I at least have 2 books, because that's just sad. And because I did say I would do like update for my word counts, I'm really ashamed to say that my word count of August is only 31,000 words. So it sounds like a lot. It really isn't. I've just been slacking and like reading non-book stuff, and it's a bit of an addiction. So I'm like reading comics online, and I'm like, you know, I really should be working, and then I keep reading them till 2, 3 a.m. and then I'm like dying at work. So word count is 31,000. So hopefully next month is better. I'm really, really trying. I'm determined to reach at least 50,000 words in the month of September. Fingers crossed. But that is actually about all I got for this video. It's super short, I know. But thank you for stopping by. Let me know what you guys read in August, what you wanted to read and didn't get to read, and why. And if you guys have read any of the books that I talked about, like the 3 I talked about, and let me know what you guys thought. So thank you for stopping by, and be safe, and I'll catch you next time. Bye!